Your Bricc was work. Bricc, you was out 19, 20 months, no court date for some serious crime. Atlanta, can't no travel once the Fed snatch you, boy.
Well,
Unless
hey,
you work.
Face down, ass up, and mentioning my name so much that whatever happened to the case that was filed on you for conspiracy to commit murder? That's all I want to know.
Clips we got. You got arrested for AK. No, I didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Do you not know we got your paperwork now, nigga? You on a wiretap right here, threatening your baby mama. This why
so, did you turn evidence of the U.S. government or the state? What happened?
Put that on your dead homies. World Star LA Media has not made me an offer to settle.
In a recorded jail call, Bricc Baby snaps on Wack 100, and he's not holding back. Wack had gone public calling Bricc a snitch, and that didn't sit right with him. So Bricc fires back hard, dropping his own accusations against Wack and calling out everything he claims is fake about him. It's wild, because right when that call hit the internet, Wack was already on Clubhouse facing off with the same person who first spread the story. Yeah, the tension was thick. Now the real question is, why is Bricc Baby even spazzing on a recorded line knowing it could go viral? Simple. Last week, Wack 100 implied Bricc had been working with the feds for years, saying he's been low-key cooperating behind the scenes. That comment blew up instantly. It wasn't just a diss, it was a full-blown hit to Brick's street image. So when that phone call dropped, Bricc wasn't about to stay quiet. He needed the world to hear his side. Raw, loud, and straight from behind bars. This wasn't just about clearing his name. It was about survival in a culture where being labeled a snitch can end everything.
So when I tell you working, when a Bricc was work, Bricc, you was out 19, 20 months, no court date for some serious crimes. Well, listen, watch this. Traveling with Adam to New York and Atlanta. Can't no travel once the Fed snatch you, boy.
Well,
unless
hey,
you work. Bricc Baby is never in Big U Rico.
The narrators made it clear from day one, if you're gonna call someone a snitch, you better come with the paperwork. No guessing, no gossip, no he said, she said, until there's black and white proof, actual court documents. Bricc Baby's name stays clean. Out of respect, nobody's jumping to conclusions without something solid to back it up. But Bricc Baby, he ain't just sitting quiet. He flips the whole thing right back on Wack 100. He straight up accuses him of snitching and brings up an old rumor that's been floating around the industry for years. It's not new, but Brick's giving it new life, and the timing couldn't be sharper. The rumor? It traces back to a wild video that went viral after World Star posted it, hinting that Wack 100 supposedly cooperated in a legal situation he was never even charged in. That clip spread like wildfire, sparking endless talk about Wack's connections and court ties. And now Brick's dragging it back into the light, saying, if you're gonna call me out, let's see your own paperwork. He's not just defending himself, he's flipping the spotlight. Bricc wants Wack to face those same questions and finally address that old rumor head on. No dodging, no excuses.
Hey, what's the big old deal? What's the big old deal? Don't see you late, man. It's the Bricc. I know y'all ain't heard from me in a minute. I've been sitting back, kicking it, man. But you know, Mr. Face down, ass up, and mentioning my name so much that I gotta. I don't even have to defend myself, so I'm not even gonna get on here acting like I'm finna defend myself. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You get no points for not telling. That's what a real nigga's supposed to do. So I'm not gonna shower myself with flowers, none. You know what I mean? You people that feel like you need to be showered with flowers because you didn't tell, that mean that it was a thought in the back of your head that you could get out for somebody. But this is all I want to know. Mr. Cash Jones, Wack 100, right? Whatever happened to the case that was filed on you for conspiracy to commit murder? That's all I want to know. You know what I mean? We just want you to go get the paperwork to all the cases that you've had filed against you. We don't care about the gun case in Oklahoma. That could have, where you got caught with 20 guns and all that shit. I got caught with less than that. You know what I mean? we already see the outcome of that. So I just want to know, from a man to a man, when they kicked your door in over you being the gossip little troll you are, talking to Stutterbox and talking to Dale Dog, you dropping the low on Stutterbox saying that he live across.
This call is from a federal prison.
Dale Dog, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Shout out to Double D's, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, Street Mafia. You and Stutterbox. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get Stutterbox on the phone on my next video. We gonna go over it lick by lick, right? But explain to me what happened when they kicked your door in for conspiracy to commit murder. Those type of cases just don't go away. So, did you turn evidence of the U.S. government or the state? What happened? Because we have no clue. If you say that you not CS2 back, cool. We know that you CS2 back.
To really understand why Bricc Baby's throwing shade at Wack 100, you gotta know the roots of this whole mess. It all traces back to the early 2000s, when Shaquille O'Neal was still running the court for the Lakers and moving heavy in LA streets. Back then, Shaq had ties to members of the Main Street Mafia Crips, partly for protection, partly for business. And in the mix was a man named Robert Ross, a hustler turned music middleman with big connections. Shaq and his business partner Mark Stevens were running a record label, and Ross came through bringing them an artist, hoping to strike gold. But when the deal fell apart, everything went left fast. Ross felt played, like Shaq's camp took advantage, and suddenly the business turned personal. That's when things took a darker turn. Ross allegedly started threatening Shaq, claiming he had a sex tape involving Shaq's wife, Shawnee O'Neal, and demanding hush money. But looking back now, it turns out Ross was bluffing, and no tape ever existed. Still, the damage was done. The threats had already sparked something serious. Not long after, Robert Ross was kidnapped by 7 members of the Main Street Mafia Crips. According to civil court filings, some of Shaq's alleged associates, including Liddell, better known as L-Dog, were tied up in the plot too. Prosecutors didn't just call it a kidnapping, they labeled it a conspiracy to commit murder. Even though Ross survived, the case painted an ugly picture connecting athletes, music figures, and the streets. And that's where Stutterbox comes in, a confidential informant already working with law enforcement. He was deep in the mix, recording calls, and later testified against Main Street members. Wiretaps even caught convos between Stutterbox and L-Dog, showing just how close things got to deadly. But it didn't stop there. Stutterbox also dragged Wack 100 into it. He told police that Wack was supposedly coming for him because he was snitching about the Shaq situation. He also claimed Wack was moving drugs across state lines through a trucking company. Soon after, Wack got pulled over, his crib was raided, and they even found a gun, but it turned out to be legally owned by his wife. No drugs, no proof, no charges stuck. That whole saga became the blueprint for the rumors Bricc Baby's now bringing back to life, making Wack 100's past part of today's heat. After that raid, Wack 100 wasn't letting it slide. He started exploring a lawsuit against the LAPD, claiming the whole thing was bogus from the jump. And this is where a familiar name enters the story. Detective Greg Kading, yeah, that Kading, the same ex-LAPD detective famous for digging into the Biggie and Tupac cases, and later for his connections to Keith D. According to Wack's side, Kading allegedly told him off the record that he could trace the tip that led cops to raid Wack's spot. And the name he dropped, Stutterbox, that was a bombshell. With that info, Wack's legal team went into motion, passing along impeachment material about Stutterbox to the defense lawyers representing the Main Street Mafia Crips. When Stutterbox finally took the stand, things got crazy. The defense hit him with questions based on that new info, and when he tried to lie his way out, they caught him. His credibility tanked right there. He was officially impeached. Once his testimony fell apart, the prosecution lost their key witness. And just like that, the 7 defendants, outside of Robert Ross, walked away, beating the case completely. That's the sequence Bricc Baby keeps referencing when he brings Wack's name up, because from his view, Wack played a role in getting that case tossed. But after all that, things got even messier. Wack's haters released a documentary, basically a street-made expose, that featured a recorded call between L-Dog, Stutterbox, and a third voice labeled as CS2Back. The creators claimed that name stood for Confidential Source 2-Back. And from there, people online made a wild leap, saying CS2Back sounds like Wack. So they started spreading the theory that Wack himself was the mystery source. The narrator shuts that all down quick. No paperwork, no label. Without actual documents, no signed proffer, no FBI 302, and no Cash Jones, Wack's real name, showing up in official cooperation files. That rumor doesn't hold weight. Saying CS2Back sounds like Wack isn't evidence. It's just internet noise dressed up as truth.
But what happened to the case? How you get off from the conspiracy case? You gave L-Dog the information why them phones was tapped, and Stutterbox got shot up. His house or his car got shot up, and you was to blame for it. They came and kicked your door. You let your wife go down for the blower. You know what I mean? Another bitch ass nigga move. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got your girls. It wasn't. I don't think that it was registered to her. I don't want to get ahead of the game, but your girl didn't have a registered blower. You let her take the case. And so that means you told on your bitch and you told on them niggas from Main Street. Well, you tried to. They already knew you was hot and they wouldn't answer none of your phone calls. Because what you said in a YouTube or a Clubhouse room, you said that, hey, do you know somebody told on me? You said, hey, all I was trying to do was holler at L-Dog and tell him that Stutterbox might be telling. But guess what? That's all CS2Back was talking about in his paperwork. They was just trying to get to Double D. Double D say, I don't want to talk to Wack. I don't know how CS2Back got switched up to Wack, but they say they don't want to talk to the Wack nigga. So Mr. Cash Jones, this is we gonna do it like we on the yard. We giving you a 30-day challenge, right? To come produce that paperwork or hang your chucks up on the wire. We don't want to hear the excuses. We don't want you to babble on about, oh, everybody just want me to be a snitch. We just want the facts to be facts. All my paperwork is public property. You get what I'm saying? So, with that being said, all you got to do is go to whatever hall of records you can go to. Go get that paperwork, which you probably got in the house. You probably burnt that shit, though. You don't want that shit nowhere around you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bricc keeps doubling down on that CS2Back angle. He's running with it heavy. But here's where things start to fall apart once you look at the details. The timeline and affiliations don't even match up. First off, Wack 100 is Pyru, not Main Street Crips. Two completely different sets, two totally separate lanes. The idea that he'd be tied into their internal case just doesn't line up. And second, Wack was never charged in that whole kidnapping or murder conspiracy situation. Not once. His name never hit the docket, and there's zero legal trail linking him to the charges those Main Street members face. That's a fact that even the paperwork shows clear as day. So what's the whole CS2Back claim really based on? Just a name that sounds kind of like Wack. Nothing more. There's no official record, no cooperation statement, no FBI file, just internet detectives making guesses. That's why Wack's response stays short and sharp. Show the paperwork. Until someone pulls out certified documents with his name on them, everything else is just talk, loud, messy, and unproven.
We saying so much dumb. That nigga said I got 30 days to cover my paperwork. What paperwork, you stupid? What, never charged with location, idiot? It's so dumb. And then he said all topic. He must have forgot all the clips we got. You got arrested for AK. No, I didn't. Oh, no, you didn't? Do you not know we got your paperwork now, nigga? That when the day you got arrested for AK-47, the day you got said, I ain't never been on no wiretaps. Nigga, you on a wiretap right here, threatening your baby mama. This why they raided your house on June 23rd. Yeah. He's slow. Now when I go on there over him, Wack's the bully. Said I had a murder for hire case.
Right.
What the f? I had a murder for hire. Then it said, you got Stutterbox Rolls Royce See, this is how you know a lot of these dudes wasn't around. A lot of these people that be talking now, y'all wasn't around in them days. Because if you was around, you would known Stutterbox Rolls Royce got years before he got into it with them. Redondo Beach over there, we went to get the Mexican food. Somewhere over there. But he wasn't around. Like, how old is that dude? I bet he's mid-30s. He might have been 10, 11 years old. Yeah, you wasn't around. That's some 2002, 3. Let me see. A lot of these dudes wasn't around. Y'all just wasn't around.
So now Wack 100 jumps on Clubhouse and lets it all fly. He's done staying quiet, and he's coming with receipts. He starts by saying he's officially suing World Star over that viral video they posted. According to Wack, if their claim had any real backbone, they'd stand on it and fight the lawsuit in court. But instead, they've allegedly been sending out settlement offers. To him, that's a big sign they know they messed up and don't want to take it to trial. Then Wack clears up the biggest rumors once and for all. He says loud and clear he was never charged, he's not a Crip, and he's definitely not CS2 back. He breaks down his side of the story, saying all he did was pass along impeachment intel through his legal team. That info exposed lies from Stutterbox and helped defense lawyers poke holes in his testimony. And that's not snitching. That's defense work, plain and simple. Wack calls it legal strategy, not cooperation, stressing that there's a major difference between helping your lawyer and helping the feds. His point is clear. He didn't team up with the government. He just played the courtroom game smarter than his enemies.
Put Cash Jones on what demonstration?
Nigga,
Cash Jones
The
don't
lawsuit.
do no crime.
You talking about? Why you trying to act like we don't know what we talking about? You
Hey,
put it,
nigga,
you
we
put
seen
Cash
the work.
Jones on the lawsuit.
We
You
seen
gotta
the work.
put Cash Jones on what?
On the
Put him on the
paperwork you
lawsuit,
filed on.
stupid.
Paperwork, you
You
bitch.
rat,
Copyright
you rat
infringement.
bastard ass.
Nigga.
Shut your rat bastard ass up.
Yeah, nigga.
Shut your rat.
A
And it didn't
copyright
work.
infringement.
It's called having a legal
So,
team.
look, this is how slow
It's
this
called having a
is,
legal
right?
team.
This is how
Hey,
slow
Juice,
this
you
is,
remind
right?
me of that
He's so upset
LGBT.
that I exposed
Hey, what
him
that
in
nigga say
CS2
is
back. That
You
he
ain't
owns
exposed. Hey,
documents.
stupid. The
Dumbass
minute you
nigga,
flash
I
my
own
face,
my intellectual
big
property.
dummy,
But,
this why they gotta pay me. Stupid.
bro, do you even know? You is lost.
They done made me 3 offers already.
Are you crazy? So you think
Put
on
that
the
on
dead
Crib, they ain't made me no offers.
on the dead homies, you think World
On
Star
your dead
been
homie, they ain't made me
hollering at
offer? Wait.
Nigga, World Star
Did you
said
just put that on your dead
on
homies?
the
Put it on
dead
his dead
homies,
homies.
World Star been hollering
He
at
put it on
me.
his dead
They
homies.
Are
said
you saying they ain't
the
make me
video
offer?
is substantially true.
Wait.
The video substantially
Put
true.
that on your
And
dead
you're
homies.
rat.
World Star
Slow down,
has not
bro.
made me an
You
offer.
too emotionally invested.
Hold
bro.
on, Chuck.
Slow down.
Let's get this content. Put that on your dead homies. World Star LA Media has not made me an offer to settle. Put that on your dead homies.
Dead homies, they ain't offered you no money.
Hey, Chuck, I'm going to send you something right now.
Yeah.
You just blew your shit up. Hold on.
When
Hey,
this
Juice, why
happened,
you do
yo,
that, bro?
You
it ain't
just
been
blew
the
your
last
shit up.
week.
You just blew your shit up. Look, Chuck, and I laughed at him. Hold on, Chuck. You just blew your shit up. I can't, this nigga crazy.
I'm waiting for it right
Chuck,
now.
keep that to yourself. We want him to keep putting that on his dead homies. And when I get the money, right, because I counted them, and I know what I'm going to take, then I'm going to let you do the
You
exclusive.
ain't getting no money, you
Chuck.
dumb.
Right now, I'm gonna keep the number to myself.
Don't say
Right now.
World
I see it
Star
right now.
Hip Hop said that the allegations are
Bro.
substantially true inside the documentary. They filed for the motion under the anti-slap laws to dismiss the case. The judge
they
didn't
lost
say-
that, stupid.
What?
They lost the slap law. They lost that.
They lost the slap law.
On Paru, they lost it.
Now
The
they
judge
need
told them, you can't
emergency
provide no
motion.
information
Look.
saying that this is him.
Look,
Stupid.
then they filed a motion.
Hey, yo, Chuck, he just put that on his dead homies. They ain't offered me nothing.
Yeah, I see
You got
I
that
see
on
it all.
record, right?
Yeah.
Let me
Just
go.
hold that. Don't even show him. I just wanted to send it to you so you can see it. September
I got
25th, right?
Yeah.
Stupid. You's a dummy.
Hey, dude, you
Dumbass.
know I don't lie, bro. You know that.
Put that on your dead homie.
December 25th. All right, send me.
September 25th. Stupid.
Yeah, I said it had to be within the last 2 weeks. Because before that, I just.
No, you just put that on your dead homie. We ain't doing that.
The paperwork behind Wack 100's lawsuit is out there, and it's public for anyone to see. Court records show that a judge refused to toss Wack's case early on, meaning there's enough weight for it to keep moving forward. Why? Because WorldStar can't prove their claim that Wack's a snitch, even though they published that video treating it like a fact. That right there says a lot. And get this, according to Wack's camp, he's already been offered six-figure settlements, and he turned them down flat. He's not chasing a quick bag, he's chasing his name back. He wants it known that everything they said was false and reckless. See, in the world of the streets, that one word, rat, can destroy everything you built. It's a label that sticks harder than any charge, and people throw it around way too easy. But when you strip away the noise and drama, this whole thing comes down to proof. And so far, there's none. Bricc Baby brought back a decade-old rumor, and Wack fired back with lawsuits, paperwork, and timelines. One side's fueled by talk, the other's backed by action. And until someone drops real, black and white documents showing Cash Jones, that's Wack's real name, officially listed as CS2 back or tied to a cooperation agreement, everything else stays in the air. So here's the real question for you. Do you believe the CS2 back rumor, or do you need paperwork before you call a man a snitch? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you in the next one.